A meeting hosted by the American Red Cross and MEMA Tuesday at City Hall in Kosciuszko was designed to show the need for planning for the next disaster in the county. Victims from last week's storm say that may be good for the future, but they are homeless this week. Money for motel rooms from the Red Cross has run out, and 9 families are facing freezing temperatures. Eva Nash lost her home on Atala Road 4045 in the tornado, and her family includes a special needs child.
We was in the motel, like I said, the Red Cross, they did their best. They put it up until Monday at 11 o'clock. We had to be out, and from there, we just trying to stay. My brother, me and him working together, trying to get a roof on top of his head so we can, on top of his trailer, so I can move in with him.
Martha Jones was one of many pastors at the meeting to represent congregants. She is assistant pastor at New Center Ridge Church.
Well, at our church, we have gotten together, and we're going to make sure that we have made sure that they had a place to stay and food to eat.
If folks did want to donate money, what could they do?
Well, they could see the local pastor and see what they can do to donate, either Brother Ellerton.
Beat 4 Supervisor Carrie Ellington says planning will keep folks from being stuck in the future.
Displacement is very difficult for people not to have a place to lay their head, and I think we need to have something in place, and that's why I got the pastors involved.
Little help is expected from state and federal sources in this round of storms. Today has been declared Atala County Storm Victims Help Day by Kosciuszko Mayor Jimmy Cockcroft. The Beat 4 Community Club of Atala County, local pastors, and Beat 4 Supervisor Carrie Ellington are holding a fundraising event for storm victims who were displaced by last week's EF3 twister. Those hit hardest are now without homes and are facing cold weather with only temporary shelter. Michael Williams, pastor of New Banyan Church, says the group will be at the Chancery Building in Kosciuszko from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. to accept donations.
And we want them to know that the money is going to go directly to the people that were in the storm. The Beat 4 Community Club has an account set up, and we're going to channel the money through there, so all money will be accounted for.
Williams says those who wish to provide physical help may do so this weekend.
We'll be out in the community doing a helping hand, whatever we can do to help them. I drove through the neighborhood on yesterday and talked to a lot of the people that was involved in the storm, and nobody's been out to help them, so we're just going to have to get together and be good Samaritans and do what we can.
Much of the damage is on Atala Road 4045. Eva Nash lived in a mobile home on that road until last Monday.
Have you been able to find a place to stay so far?
No, sir, I haven't. We've been out looking, and so far we hadn't came up with nothing.
Mayor Jimmy Cockcroft says the city will recognize today as Storm Victims Help Day in support of everyone who was affected. Anyone who needs more information on the donation drive may call Michael Williams at 601-260-5633, Randy Clark at 601-251-3428, or Carrie Ellington at 582-0838. Breezy 101 will be live at the Chancery Building to help kick off the event.
Wasn't for the Lord, none of us have been here, but we thank God for surviving all of them.
In the small rural Spring Hill Missionary Baptist Church near McAdams, families who were affected by the November 29th EF3 twister in Atala County received checks Wednesday, just days before what might have been an empty Christmas. But Christmas will be okay after all, thanks to neighbors, the community, and God, say organizers of the Beat 4 Community Club and storm victims. The $12,000 raised over the past 2 weeks will help those like Eva Nash. Her entire extended family was hit on Road 4045. She says she'll use the money to make the holidays brighter for her children and grandchildren.
Try to go far as I can on with my kids and trying to make it a blessed Christmas for them.
She is staying with her brother Willie, whose trailer was not destroyed but received significant roof damage.
With the funding we getting out, maybe that will put us back where we started.
Their aunt, Katie Phillips, is taking care of other family members in her home.
At least all the children is going to have a blessed Christmas. I know that, even though we all packed together.
Beat 4 Supervisor Carrie Ellington says residents will meet in January to discuss planning for any future disasters.
I don't want my area to be caught like this again without a plan and notion. Nothing we can do about what God do. Amen. But we can do something to help the people who get affected.
Martha Jones and other pastors repeated Wednesday that all the glory goes to God and wishes everyone a Merry Christmas.